Good morning. So I'm out here on the porch. It's actually snowing here where I am. It's spitting snow a little bit, so it's kind of cold. I have on blankets. But my mother is working from home, and there are just certain topics I can't talk about inside. So I was just going to get on here and say that tomorrow is the inauguration. I haven't really been keeping up with the headlines too much, but I have seen something about there being a whole lot of troops in D.C. Now, that could be bad. I mean, they've definitely got a huge plot twist scripted. Now, all these Q people are saying that all these arrests are going to happen and stuff like that, but I just don't know. I mean, the U.S. is a foreign corporation. But I don't know what, I really don't ultimately know what's going to happen. But you can guarantee that whatever happens, it is scripted. Trump is no savior. If they give him that office back, he's just going to lead the people straight into the one world government and new financial system. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? I do feel that he is working for a much more benevolent master than the people that have been in power here for a long time. The white hats or whatever. Supposedly he's working with the tall whites, which I'm not exactly sure what realm they come from. But the thing is, though, all of these factions still want humanity enslaved. They don't want us liberated. And we have to liberate ourselves. I mean, we can't. There are benevolent forces that can help us, I think. But we have to ask for them, for this help en masse. And I mean, ultimately, we're still going to have to do the work. I mean, they can maybe show us some signs and different things, lead the way, orchestrate some events, but ultimately we have to make the choices that liberate us, which is exposing the evils that we discover. That's why I'd like to see a lot more people making content, because in addition to, what it does is the more of us that get up and talk, the less somebody feels like an outsider, and the less that somebody feels like crazy for coming to these conclusions. I mean, I've gone through certain information, I've pieced together a bigger picture that is completely different from the official narrative that we're taught. And fortunately, a lot of other people have pieced together this same bigger picture. Now, I'm pretty far down the rabbit hole, so not everybody gets to the point where this entire reality is a artificial construct and we have been taken in here against our will, and ultimately we need to defeat artificial intelligence that's enslaving us and get ourselves back to the worlds without stain. Everybody doesn't get that far, but the more of us that talk, the better. Fear is what stops people. It's fear. But still just a lot of unanswered questions. And even with the things that you're sure of in your gut, and you do see other people that think those things, at the end of the day, you have to get used to the fact that a wise man knows he knows nothing. We only have our experience. But, you shouldn't tell somebody that their experience didn't happen just because you don't agree with it. And if you get really hard set in belief systems and you don't listen to other people's perspective, then you've closed your mind off to learning. I mean, that's not helpful. You don't have to agree with everything that anybody says, but there's no harm in listening to it. But people get upset about listening to certain people because truth resonates and it has a certain feel to it. And so people don't like when I'm speaking and they feel that feeling with the words that I'm saying because they don't want that to be true. And I get that, but we got to face it. You know, we've got to face what we've created with our words. We've got to face the fact that we were deceived. I don't think that anything here should really stand as far as in a karmic sense because we were manipulated from jump. You know, I want to figure out either how to get out of here or how to get the evil out of here. One of the two. Tomorrow, in D.C., there is definitely something scripted. I feel a huge plot twist coming. I do think that somehow Trump stays. Now, here's my thoughts. What if they collapse the whole government and then implement a new system? I mean, I don't know. And the cards say that Biden will get it for a time, but by March, he won't be in there anymore. It'll be a different government. We'll see. Have a great day.